Hi, Milana. How are you?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. I'd just like to introduce myself a little bit. My name is Alexis Kansky, and I'm the general manager here at EOS at this location. I've been working with this company for 4 years now. I started as a fitness counselor, and I slowly started working my way up throughout the years. Now, I'd like to get to know you a little bit and ask you a few questions,
Yeah.
if that's okay.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, awesome. So, where are you from?
I'm from Vista, California. I was born and raised here, so I've just grown up by the beach my whole life.
Awesome, awesome. Okay, so what do you like to do on your free time?
I like to go to the beach a lot and play volleyball with some of my school friends.
Okay, have you had any past jobs before?
I have. I worked at Home Depot last summer, in between my school years.
Okay, that's pretty cool. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go over a little bit about the interview and how it's gonna go, how it's gonna work out. It's probably gonna last about 15 minutes, so quick meeting, not much to go over. We'll go over a few questions. Then we'll close out the meeting, and after the meeting, we'll get back to you within a week or two, let you know if you do move on to the next process, you will be in another meeting with someone higher up. And if not, we'll let you know. We'll give you a call back. So we'll give you a few updates. If you have any questions at me at any point, feel free to ask me. Um, so we can get
Okay,
to it. How did you hear
perfect.
about this position?
I saw one of the posters on the outside of the gym that said you were hiring, so I just went in, asked for an application, and then that was it. Yeah.
Awesome. Why would you like to work for us?
Well, I've been going to the gym, EOS for a while, and it just seems like a good community, and it's just convenient for me because I go there a lot. So it just seems like a great place to work.
Awesome. I love that. How would you say your previous experience have prepared you for this position of a fitness counselor?
Well, I have been in a lot of leadership opportunities. I worked ASB at my high school, and I've been captain of a lot of the volleyball teams that I've been on. So I think that I have a lot of qualities that have prepared me for this.
Awesome. Let me just ask you if you don't mind. What is ASB and what was your
Um,
role?
ASB is the associated student body of our high school. So the role that I played in it was I was vice president. So I would make sure that everything was running smoothly with all of the events that we were planning for our high school. Um, so yeah, I like managed our little tiny group of people there. So yeah.
Awesome. Okay. Well, describe a time when you've experienced a setback in a class, in a sport, or on the job, and like how did you overcome it?
I've had a couple setbacks. There was one time at last summer at Home Depot where the shipments weren't going to come in on time, and we had some people and companies coming to pick up stuff. So we didn't want to send them home with nothing. So we found a way to get those shipments from a close Home Depot nearby and still have everything run out smoothly on time.
Wow, that sounds awesome. Well, tell me how about a time when you had to deal with a difficult client and like how you handled it.
Yeah, so working in being a cash register employee, it was definitely there was definitely some difficult people that would come, but it's just important to stay calm. And I would try and work things out with the customer. But if I wasn't getting anywhere with them, I would just bring in my manager and they would hopefully be able to take care of it.
Awesome. Okay. Tell me about a situation when your team member disagreed with you and how you handled it.
Yeah, so on my volleyball teams, I was captain a lot of the times, and there was this one time when some people were a little upset that they didn't get chosen as captain. So we just kind of sat down and discussed how there were other ways to be a leader on the team, other than being a captain. So we sort of, me and the other captain, told everybody there's other ways to be leaders, and we sort of divvied out roles for people on the team.
Awesome. What roles did you have as captain, or like what general roles did you guys have, and what roles did you like tell others they had?
Yeah, so me and the other captain, we had the role, we were somebody that people could look to when they were down, or they could come to when they had a problem. Um, so we were just pretty much there for everybody to lean on. And then some of the roles that we had other people do were, um, we had somebody who was in charge of leading the cheers, and another person who was in charge of making sure everybody had their stuff. So yeah, those are some of the roles.
Awesome. Okay, now I'll get into a little bit more hypothetical scenarios, just like stuff that can happen here at work. Excuse me. If a member of your team appeared to be reporting data that's not supposed to be reported by the research generated by other members of the team, what steps would you take?
That's a good question. I obviously that's very wrong. So if I saw that, I would go to a manager or somebody higher up and let them know that that was happening, and have them talk with that person so that they can figure out an agreement and how they're going to deal with that situation.
Okay. Just curious, like in your past jobs, have you ever had to report any incidences like that before?
I was fortunate on my last job. We did not have, we had a lot of great people working there, and nobody was doing anything suspicious. So no.
Awesome. What if you had to work with with a difficult coworker on like a task?
Um, if I had to work with somebody that I maybe didn't get along with, I would just try and make small talk and keep the conversation light, get our job done quickly, and then just go back to our typical job life. So yeah.
Awesome. What do you think we could do better or differently here with our company?
I think EOS does a lot of great things. Maybe something would be maybe hospitality at the front door. So like when people are coming in and leaving, having maybe like a catchphrase or say like bye, have a good day, a little bit of that. Another one could be I think that social media, especially nowadays, is such a huge way to get the word out there. And the only way that I heard about EOS is through friends, which is great, but social media is another way to advertise the company. So maybe like an Instagram or something like that.
Oh, that's a great idea. And then last question. Last year there was a lot of strife among our sales staff. If you had been with us, what would you have done like in order to go with that, cover that role?
Um, I think that when sometimes there's disagreements between coworkers, it could just because they don't understand each other, or they think they might not get along that well. But maybe like a team bonding exercise, like an escape room, or they could bring in one of those like coaches that helps like a team building like opportunities and exercises. So that could be good to do.
I like that. I've had that done at like past jobs, and it definitely helped with our connection. So that's a great idea.
Yeah.
Um, are there any questions that you have for me about this job, or um, anything you'd like to tell me, or anything?
Um, I don't think so. I think I'm good for now.
All right. So the next steps, we'll get back to you within the next 2 weeks. Probably give you a phone call um, about whether you're moving forward or not, and then um, yeah, that's really it. Unless you have anything else.
I think that's good. Thank you so much.
Awesome. Thank you. Have a good
Yeah,
day.
you too.